Well, we were talking earlier that with the power of the internet and also just in general, everything within the business world now is more international. So
Absolutely.
You're looking at both a global and a local market. So that's where we get global. So you need to be competitive within your, that 10-mile radius that we talked about before, because, your neighbors may be the ones to buy the home. Your neighbor may be the person that knows the individual that's been dying to get into your
Their
neighborhood.
sister, their parents,
right,
etc.
Exactly. But the reality is, through the power of the multiple listing service in particular, and through the power of social media, your home goes everywhere. So it's not just being exposed to the local or the national market. I mean, I have more out-of-state buyers right now buying in the Carolinas than I do in-state. You do find those individuals that are relocating to the United States and to our area in particular, because we continue to top those, those polls.
Best city to move
Exactly.
to, and hottest market,
Right.
most affordability, all those different things that we see.
The reality is you're no longer just competing with the other homes on your street or in Charlotte or within the Carolinas. You're competing on a national level, and you're also competing on an international level. So something that I do and something that I have access to is, unlike the United States, where a lot of major cities have like a multiple listing service.
Right, which is like a hub for all of the homes for
Exactly.
sale in that local market.
I go in, I start to pull property from my buyers, and I send it to them, and they pretty much know what's out there on the market. We're pretty fortunate to have that centralized system. Overseas, the system is not like that.
Okay.
So what happens is there are professionals out there that pulled together and created a second multiple listing service that goes internationally, and I use that service. And you get access to that service, and your home goes into this additional service where there are other agents that work with buyers that, again, typically tend to have more amounts of money,
Right.
A different type of buyer profile and purchasing power that are out there looking for property. And there are certain profiles of international buyers that will particularly flock to and purchase in this area. And when I know that information, because I study that information and I have access to it, and then I can then translate your listing into the language of that potential buyer and put it in front of them in a way that they're going to understand the nuances of your home, that's really powerful.